Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Landon Bears Broadcasting Network. Landon Bears Broadcasting Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Landon Bears Broadcasting Network.
There's a shot from Reed! He scores! He scores! Reed, puck on!
That's with the cutter. Takes it behind the back shot. Antonetti.
Back. Once a man deep. It's Southworth. He catches it! Dean Southworth! Over his defender!
Unbelievable! Open man.
Johnson, big hit! UB Zaid!
Bergon over to Damian. His shot. He
Good move, keeps the puck. And a big hit by Christian Benner.
Let's go Bears!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Landon Bears Broadcasting Network. I'm Sutton Smith, joined alongside by Sean Madavian. Today, it is senior day here at Landon School on Bordley Stadium, Triplet Field. It's pretty rainy out, but should have a great one. Sean, how are you today?
I'm good. Today was Holton Landon collabs for the Bears, and now we are back for some great game of lacrosse.
Got some Air and Space Museum action.
Indeed.
Pretty fun. They made blankets.
Yeah.
Pretty creative.
And I believe the seniors had lunch on with their moms,
That's
which is
fun.
nice. Yeah. We have an interesting matchup today between two IAC rivals, St. Albans and Landon. Sutton, would you like to give a rundown of the stats for today?
I will. St. Albans is 4-6 on the season. Landon with a win last week against the number 1 public school in Maryland. They are 10-1. Both teams from the IAC, so it is a IAC matchup. This will count towards standings. St. Albans is led by their head coach, Colin Heater. Landon on the other side, Will McGettigan. Going back to last year, Landon, obviously IAC champions, ended the season 17-2, ranked 6th in the nation by Inside Lacrosse. St. Albans had a bit of a down year, 6-12. And this year, big stat to worry about is the goal differential. Landon with a positive goal differential of 6. St. Albans on the other side with a negative 1.3. Both teams, their offense is honestly pretty good. I mean, St. Albans,
There's a pretty sizable gap,
there is
though.
a gap, but St. Albans does average 8.2 goals per game with 9.5
5 goals allowed.
Then on the other side, defense has been stepping up lately with Steven Rizzo in goal. He's been great. That stat, goals scored per game by Landon, 12.3. Goals allowed, 6.3. Most recent games from each team, Albans went over to Prep, lost 12-6, I believe, on Tuesday. And on Tuesday for us, 13-5 over Severna Park. Biggest lopsided stat is that we have 12 D1 recruits. Albans has 1. They have 3 entire college recruits compared to our probably 17, 18. As game's about to start, looks like Hayden Gouge taking the face-off for the Bears.
Score predictions. What's yours today?
I mean, I think it'll be similar to how Prep faced them. Give me 15-6.
My guess is more conservative, 13-7. See what happens. Maybe a little higher for goals for us, but around 7 for them.
Surprisingly, St. Albans wins that faceoff. They're starting on offense for the first time this game. And get a play to start. Pedraza coming in on defense for the Bears. Still waiting, Cassidy. They're on D. Up top, fake shot. Now he shoots, and a good save there by Steven Rizzo. Coming out now. Gives that to Southworth. And looking ahead, Sean Murray had a goal last game. He was at 98 goals in his career. Currently standing at 99. Looking for that 100th as he has the ball right now. Here goes Southworth. Spins back, gets his man off him, hits up to McConna. Now it looks like they'll dodge. Here's Stewart. Dev breaks 3. Gives it to Murray. Murray gonna spin back. Has some space, gonna take it himself. Fires. And it's saved.
2 great saves to start the game.
And I mean, inching closer to this record, every single shot that Murray has taken, goalie's just robbed him every time. Whether it's been Severna Park's goalie, St. Albans, as right now the goal is wide open. He could fire, and he will, and he scores. St. Albans will start the game with the lead.
Shocking turn of events right there. A near Shaw Murray goal now leads to St. Albans up by 1. Still obviously early in the game. We'll see what happens next.
And Steven Rizzo's, he's a great goalie, but he does leave his crease a lot. And yeah, you got to cover those guys. Maybe it was more of the defense's fault. Didn't really communicate well.
Well, either way, a goal was allowed. He does that to be more offensive, would you say no? Because he can create more spacing opportunities.
I think it's just
Personal habit?
I mean, it's strategy, because
Yeah.
when they're coming down, you're going to have odd man rushes. Here's Googe.
Ooh. Another save by the St. Albans goalie.
Able to get across. John Wigman with it on his left hand. Gonna wait. Now fires.
Ooh.
Off the bounce, goes wide. Here's Watson Banks. Gonna dodge on Schmidt. Now fires. Saved by Rizzo initially, and then he misses the net. It'll stay St. Albans' ball.
Yes. What a missed second chance, though, but great initial save by Rizzo.
That's been Steven Rizzo all year. As here's Banks again.
Oh, good contact right there.
I think Schmidt got his stick to disrupt that. Stays St. Albans' ball. And unlike last game, there's actually a shot clock. So I can announce that. This is Cassidy on the defense. Good switch. Help defense from Smink. Spins back. Now swims. Up top with Wigman. On his left hand. Good defense there by Luger. Now Burns. He's got some strength. On his left hand. Fires to the outside. Stays St. Albans' ball. Landon looking for a turnover. Good double there. Gets it away.
Oh.
Now up top, miss pass there.
St. Albans recovers.
Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. They got to force something here.
Questions over the ref's call right here by the St. Albans coach.
Refs called that he stepped over the midline. Didn't see that.
4 on the shot clock remaining now.
Can you take that off? Bro, just take it off real quick. Take it off real quick. Oh my god, because I can't see. And he'll just
Shot clock
give
expires.
that away. Oh my god, why are you so difficult?
Offside's called? Offside's called on Sean Murray, it seems.
Murray with the ball. Waiting for Landon's offense to come on the field. It was over and back. Are the refs stopping play? Let me talk back.
Waiting for the shot clock to be resetted.
This up top to Papelia. Use this. Use this. Papelia. Still. Gives it to Murray. 4-100.
Oh.
Unable to get a shot off. Picked up by Cohen, trying to spin out of that. Matt Cohen using his body. Murray. St. Albans.
Oh.
Ball still on the ground. Now flip forward. Should be Landon ball.
Great hustle on the defense there by St. Albans, though. I mean, really making an effort trying to get that ball, though it remains with Landon.
Now Rizzo. Smink across.
Oh, intercepted.
Wide open goal again. He'll fire and
And that's
scores.
another goal. Wow. Now down 2-0 for the Bears.
2-0 for St. Albans.
Hot start, both on empty goals.
Not what you want to start the game.
You think Rizzo's going to make the adjustment to play more back and protect the goal? Or is he going to keep going?
I think that was just a mishap. I mean, he doesn't make those mistakes very often. He's playing the game like he needs to. Just got to cut down on, I guess, goal conceding mistakes.
I would agree. That'd be a key to the game.
As here's Talon Smith on the faceoff. Won by St. Albans. And then stripped by Southworth. Regardless, St. Albans stays on offense. And a
Oh,
nice check
great
there
defense
from
right there.
behind by Talon. Ball still on the ground. Jabe Derwinski to come out with that. Gives it to Rizzo.
Great defense by Landon right there. Could have been a big momentum shift for St. Albans win that faceoff and get another chance at the goal.
Back over to Rizzo. They got to get it over. He'll hit Southworth wide open. Here's Cassidy. Hayden Cassidy muscling in, gets picked up. Here's Murray. Pick from Cassidy. Murray has some space, fires, and scores. There is goal 100 for Sean Murray, the senior captain. Fires it into the back of the net, gets down. Goalie had no chance of stopping that. There's the milestone.
And a great goal for the century mark. My goodness. Well, now 1-2. Good momentum shift back towards the Bears. How long has he been playing varsity for Landon? All 4 years?
I believe he was a 4-year
Four-year
starter.
varsity starter. Impressive.
Would his freshman year have been the COVID year or the year before that?
Oh, well, it might have been just coming out of COVID. Right? Because 2019, 2020, it was in spring we shut down.
I lost track of these years.
Yeah.
I think 5th grade was when
Yeah.
it shut down for us.
So that was in the spring of 2020. So I guess
he's
that could have been like
2 years older
COVID-ish
than
year.
us. No, that would have been in 7th grade. No, he played all 4 years.
Yeah.
Is here St. Albans right off of the Murray goal.
I remember last game, didn't we have a slow start as well? We went down to Zaverna Park originally.
Correct. Savannah
Yes.
Park, they came out on fire. And I did say in the broadcast last Tuesday that Landon does often play to how they see how the other team plays. As here's Luger, takes a shot. Good save. Still with Luger. Could have hit the wide open Jonas. Hits the wide open
Hey!
There's JT. Always love seeing the pole goal. He ties it up.
Great equalizer right there by JT Mathura. Great kid.
Matura committed to Johns Hopkins. I believe he broke his arm during the winter season.
I believe he did, yes.
He's come back. He's been one of the better defenders for the Bears. Honestly, looking like Davis Owens from last year. Owens had, I believe,
Who was he committed to? Tufts?
he's at Tufts right
Yes.
now, but he had something like 15 pole goals on the season. If there's
Nice.
if they count it, probably Landon record for defensive goals. Speaking of records, I believe Murray with his 100th goal joins a very select few of Landon lacrosse players who have hit that triple-digit mark.
One including, obviously, Joey Epstein.
Yeah, he has career goals. That guy was really good. His here was Stewart. Where's Joey Epstein now? Did he ever make it to the PLL?
I'd be
Or
shocked
rather
if he didn't.
go? I mean, he was very good. As that is an amazing goal there by Makana Neverovsky. Jumping through the crease, diving, and he gets it to go off the bounce. Landing up 3-2. Epstein, though, I know he had a great freshman year. Was probably, I think he was number one on the team at Johns Hopkins. Year
And the
after that,
lead is
I think he
finally back
got
to Landon.
hurt.
Yes. Yeah, with Epstein's story is kind of sad. He was amazing his freshman year, and then
Injuries.
he got injured in sophomore year, and they say he never really regained his explosiveness. Shame.
As that's won by Goosh. Hayden Goosh gets doubled. And then hits that over to DeSanto. Nat Luger. They'll just let their guys come on. Cohen with a step here. Gonna fire off of the crossbar.
Oh, and that ball is. Oh, where it is? Is it there? Oh no, that ball.
I think that went
gone.
into the bushes.
Yeah, that ball is gone. Like baseball, which we sadly have not covered yet.
I think JV Baseball had a game today, but it unfortunately got canceled. Shout out those Bears. They are actually don't know their record, but heard some good things about that team. Thomas Reichman, starting pitcher. Big
Ooh,
hit
what
there
a body
by
bag right
Cassidy.
there.
And now Murray hits Cassidy. He waits, now fires off the bounce. That's why it will be St. Albans ball. Good stick by Cassidy. Cassidy with a lot of hustle. Man on the ground. Logan fires. Good save. Stays with Cassidy. Excuse me, actually was goalie ball. Here's Wigman. Wigman gonna dodge. Gets past. Now fires. Good save by Rizzo. Still there with Lacey Rice. I guess you could call it an offensive rebound. St. Albans doing a great job with that so far in this game. They probably have more shots than Landon, but
Oh yeah, 100%.
they've gotten all their shots back. Here's a shot,
Yeah.
a rifle from Wasson Burns.
What I've seen so far is their offense is great at getting second chance opportunities, but the question is, how good are they at converting them? And so far, they've had, I think, no conversions of their second chances. Their 2 goals have been because of mishaps by Rizzo.
I mean, when Rizzo's at his best, you can see in the broadcast, they put up a flag, Stonewall Rizzo. Perfect name for him, we call a lot of our goalies stone walls because they are stone walls. Shout out.
Ooh, great
Hockey
save
goalie
right
Jack
there.
Colsey. This, again, will be. What? Cassidy trying to get it down. Murray with it, just going to wait. Got about 1:30 to go in this first period. Quarter. Now Dev Stewart up top. They give it to McConna. Down to Southworth. Southworth has speed. There's Hawkins up top. Stewart fires.
Hey, there we go.
And he scores. Devin Stewart,
One of
the seniors on this senior day, fires it in the back of the net.
One of our Penn commits getting a great goal in right there.
How many pen commits do we have? We have Logan
it
Cassidy,
3?
Dev. I could probably pull that up right now. I'll get it for y'all in a sec. This is Talon Smith on the faceoff. Ball still down. Picked up by Schmidt. James Schmidt, the sole freshman on the team last year. There's a great move by Smith. Gets stripped right after and pushed from behind. That should be a penalty. It's called. Here's Cassidy. And I believe we only have 1 or 2 pen commits being
2?
Logan Cassidy and Dev. Last year, I don't know if we had anyone. Here's Southworth with under 30 seconds to go. Hits a wide open Stewart. Gets tripled. Now 20 seconds. McConna got to go. Ball down. Picked up. Now coming out. Here goes Stewart. 5 seconds. Got to fire. And he's going to be unable to. That'll do it for this first quarter. Landon up after 12 minutes. 4-2 here on this senior day. It's a rainy day. Unfortunately, might not have been the best venue for, I guess, this
first senior
celebration
day.
of our seniors.
So we have 3 kids going to Penn, 2 for lacrosse.
Who's the
Matthew Guo is going to Penn as well as our 2 lacrosse
for
commits.
swimming or tennis?
He's just going for neuroscience, which is great. We always need more doctors in this world. What a valued job.
I think we had a lot of pen commits last year.
Yes.
Like non-sports related though.
Great matriculation this year for Landon seniors. Proud of our upperclassmen boys.
And we also had a lot of Penn State guys. Shout out
Jake Gold.
main one, Jake Gold. If you're watching this,
Bears Broadcasting Club still loves you.
we love you, Goldie.
And I've seen he's been doing a lot of great stuff
Yeah,
with
Penn State
PSU
Sports
recently.
Night.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
And he's got his own little Instagram with one of his buddies. They do stuff. I don't tune into that a lot, but whenever I see it on my Instagram, I'll like it up. Shout out those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Second quarter about to be underway. How do you think the momentum will hold for the Bears here, or if it'll
Oh,
swap
absolutely.
back to St. Albans?
Yeah, I mean, we've scored the last 4 goals, so obviously the momentum is on our side. And as we stated earlier, Landon usually starts slow and then begins to pick up. So I see no sign of stopping so
Yeah.
far for the Bears.
And I mean, Rizzo is, apart from, leaving his goal, he's been great. Stopped every shot that's actually
Yeah,
coming in.
yeah. Every single shot on goal when he was in the goal, he's stopped so far. It's been great. Besides those 2.
Talon Smith, on the faceoff, picks it up. He's committed to Lafayette, one of the 12 Landon D1 recruits, as there's another with Murray, committed to Bucknell, going to join Anthony Panetti, the Maryland Lacrosse Player of the Year last year, over there, and also IC champion, Southworth. Southworth has speed. As we saw, he was a stellar wide receiver for the football team, and he has some space here. Fires it to the right of the net. Just goes a little bit past it. Picked up by Hawkins. McConna. There's a good stick. Now, coming out. Lacey Rice gets it down. Andrew Allen. Rowan Banks here, guarded by, I believe, number 6. I'm forgetting his name. Nico Bascott. As there's a shot that I think Cassidy got a stick up there. Good defense by Stewart. Now a shot from afar. One hand save there by Rizzo. Now Bascott. Gonna give it back to Derwinski. Rizzo all the way down for Cassidy. St. Albans goalie kind of left him wide open. As here's Murray looking for a brace. He goes into the crease. Now in the clear. He just floats that over. Stewart was going to hack, decided not to. St. Albans looking for any answer that they have to get this momentum back. Mark Osterley. Over across the X, mishandled pass, picked up by Derwinski. Now Rizzo all the way to the open. Jonas Hawkins, odd man rush. Here's Murray, back to Hawkins. A little bit of a misuse opportunity here as Hawkins now gets to Murray. Maturo wide open in the middle. Murray didn't see him. Cohen. Let's go, man. Down to Cassidy. Here's an open Murray who fires. There's the brace for Sean Murray. 101 on his career. Score 5-2.
Great goal by Murray right there. 101, no easy feat, obviously, as stated before. And the momentum continuing to carry for the Bears. Now the past 5 straight goals for Landon. And if you appreciate the camera work, shout out to our cameraman, Dennis Leary, today. Always been a contributor to the club. Appreciative of what he's doing today. Thank you.
Might hear him on the mic sometime. Currently on camera. He can do it all.
To be a great broadcaster, you need to be multifaceted. For sure. Sure.
Again, in Landon's side. Here's Riley Luger. Luger has some space. Gonna hit the wide open.
Oh.
Aiden Cassidy. Picked up by Albans.
Good pass, Riley. Good pass, Riley.
They gotta get it over. Great hustle by Murray. And unfortunately, Papelli unable to handle that one. Gotta get through, goes to the ground, still with it. I don't know how. Still with it.
Wow.
He's got some heart. Wasson Burns.
My goodness. Took some serious hits right there. Still prevailed.
Does he want to do it all himself? How is the ball still in his stick? That's
And a
amazing. And he still
flag
gets a
has
shot
gone
off.
up.
I believe that flag will be on Landon. Timeout called, and coming out of this will be a man-up opportunity for the Bulldogs because Logan Cassidy got a penalty there. But, I mean, you got to talk about that was a heck of a run by that guy right there. I mean, Wasson Burns.
My goodness. He just could not be stopped from there and then, draws the penalty. It was incredibly impressive.
One guy's determined, hard to bring him down.
Who is their D1 commit?
I'll look at that right now. Let's see.
Because based on that grid, I would hope it's him. But obviously, anyone who's there has put the work and put the hours in and they deserve what's theirs. One thing you can say about all the guys on the Landon lacrosse team is they are hard workers. It's a great thing to hear them on practice, and they're vocal.
Well disciplined, they're physical.
Absolutely. And it's what you want to see out of a great lacrosse team.
You really got to give it all. I mean, this program is built from the bottom. Their D1 commit is Andrew Allen, who is number 24, so look out for him.
Wait.
Wasson Burns is actually not committed to a school.
Huh.
Their other commits being Dutch, Lanes, and Resin Wigman.
Well,
I think it goes.
I
with
hope by the
John-
end of the
John
season
Wigman.
he's recruited, because that was some hard work right there.
Here's Burns again. 5 seconds on this penalty, still not a shot. Hits up inside.
Oh,
Great
what a
save.
save by Rizzo.
Oh, Steven Rizzo. Don't do that to him.
My goodness. Still has not let up a goal. Oh,
Again,
but interception right there.
intercepted.
Still has not let up a goal when on the.
Now,
when, now he has.
Unfortunately, that gets through. I mean, that was just a mistake by Bascott there. St. Albans' clear defense has been, I'd say, stellar today. I mean, they've been great.
Oh, absolutely.
That's 2 forced interceptions that end up
That
in
was
one
the-
empty net, and then
Yeah.
a guy that's coming back to the net.
And that was the first goal that Riz was let up today where it was not an empty net originally. But tough luck right there. Great defense. And that's their first goal scored in quite a while now. Nearly 10 minutes since they scored. Face off one by Landon.
Let's go.
Here's Cassidy up to Neveroski.
Oh, do something, do something.
Now Southworth. The spin back. Picked up. Open Murray. Tried shooting that low.
And Southworth is committed to Princeton, right?
Correct. I think he, I guess we have a few 4-stars. He's one of them. I think we have more guys that should be considered 4-stars. As unfortunately, there's Jonas Hawkins unable to handle that pass. It's coming back out. Now it's picked up. Good hustle there by Southworth. And on his own, just gonna wait. Slow it down for the Bears. Timeout called. With 4:15 on the clock left in this half.
Well, a low-scoring game so far. Competitive between the two ISC rivals. What more can you ask for?
What do you think Coach Will McGettigan is telling the Bears right now? You think that he's telling the hold up on the pressure? I mean,
Yeah.
You think he's telling them
And-
kind of letting loose a little bit?
Absolutely. Like what's cost us the 3 goals have all been sloppy mistakes, you know? So trying to keep continuing to play a more conservative game and applying that pressure because that's what got us, 5 straight goals. So seeing what we can continue on upon and don't let the focus waver will be the most important thing.
Correct. I mean, it's a one-sided game. One team would have 5 and the other team would have an egg if those mistakes were prevented.
Well, at the end of the first quarter, the projected score would have been 16-8, still possible and in line with the goal differentials. Combined difference is at 7.3, so we'll see if trends hold.
Well, looking forward to our halftime interview. We don't have a special guest yet, but a lot of guys are out here. We could probably get a student section interview if we really wanted to.
I'll ask her. Start like
No, it's 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Here's Landon now with Southworth. Here's Murray.
Murray looking for the hat
fires.
trick, and he gets it right there. 3 goals for Murray on the same day he breaks his 100-goal milestone. Great goal to get momentum back for Landon. 6-3 now.
The hat trick on the same day as he reaches 100. What more can you ask for on senior day? Storybook for Sean Murray. Puts Landon up by 3. Here's Talon. Picked up by Smith. Now Luger going to wait up top. Down next with Jonas. They're going to run around. Landon getting all their guys in. Cohen at the highest. See if he goes here. He'll just wait. He'll dodge. Gets past pretty easily. Open Cassidy. Who scores? Aiden Cassidy. Puts it in himself. Great pass there from Matt Cohen. Landing up by 4 with 2:55.
Good recovery after that tough goal was let up. Now up 4. Yeah, that's great. 2:54. Yeah.
Good pass, Matt.
Can one of y'all check how many people there are? Can one of y'all check how many people there are? One?
In a minute. You can only tell because he's in the SMU red jacket.
Here's Schmidt. It's actually St. Albans coming out with that in on his own. Pulled. Another.
Great save by Rizzo, but a flag thrown by the referee.
He's going to fire.
Coach Pad screaming, "What are we doing?" I don't know.
I mean, Cassidy in the box again for a minute.
Oh. Bad play by St. Albans. Ball goes back to Landon. Two minutes remaining in the quarter, or the half now. The offense. Timeout called by Landon.
So you're not getting out of this. Yeah. 1:48 to go in this half. Gonna need some. I mean, you want to stay with the momentum to go into the second half. Landon hopefully not to concede. Only to. What would the word be? The opposite of concede.
The opposite of concede, to score.
Okay, well, a more fancy way of saying to score.
To increase their goal total.
All right, yeah, don't want to concede. Just want to increase their increase their goal total. Let's do that.
Well, Murray with the ball.
Murray already has a hat trick today in his first half. See what he does for the rest of the game. See if he'll be quiet, maybe contribute more to his assists. As Landon's still currently killing a penalty. Now they're not. Penalty successfully killed. Hawkins back on the field. Now Southworth. Here's Stewart. Stewart.
Now with less than a minute remaining in the half, what will the Bears do?
Sees a pick. They got 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gotta force something here. Here's McConna with the time winding down. Fires. Doesn't hit the net. Murray gonna...
3 seconds left on the shot clock, but it seems it's going the way Murray to shoot it, and he does not
fire.
get anything off. Clock is up. Now 38.5 seconds remaining. St. Albans with the ball. Flag has gone up though,
I believe that'll be calling Jonas Hawkins for something.
and he chucks that one.
It's just towards the net.
Scary situation right there. That could have been bad. White ball, ref calls.
White ball, but it penalty will be accounted for now. Just under 24 seconds. Gonna serve this last bit of the half in the box. Jonas Hawkins.
Oh, now they reverse the call to St. Albans ball?
Flag was accounted for, so it will be
I see.
St. Albans. Yeah, we know.
Yes, it was reversed because of the foul, yes. No, I know, but I'm saying he called white ball, but it was because of the penalty that would default to St. Albans.
Picked up, hopefully sent forward by Cassidy, and a hack at the end there. We'll do it.
Landon up
Four half.
7-3.
Coming back with a halftime report in just a bit. Stay tuned with us. All right, welcome back to the Bears Broadcasting Network. This is the halftime interview. I have a special student here.
So today we are interviewing Matthew Lynn, a current senior at Landon, who is one of the few members currently out on the range for senior day watching the game. What are some of your takes on what you've seen so far, and how's the vibe been out there as a student?
I mean, it's a little cold and rainy, but that hasn't stopped the team from doing well. We're currently crushing St. Albans, and, we got some good fans out to support. So I'm excited to see where it's going to go.
Well, thank you so much for coming out and supporting the Bears. It's always tough. Any final score predictions for today?
I think it's going to be 12-5 us.
12-5 us. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. That was Matthew Lynn, everybody.
And yeah, looking forward, next Monday it's going to be a lot of fun. That's the Gonzaga game last year. That game was memorable. I mean, we were down, I think, 8 by probably 7. Battled back, won in overtime with Kevin Miller. Looking to, I guess, not repeat being down that much, but could be a nail-biter.
Ooh, Scotty Scheffler just hit it into the water.
A little update on the Masters. Scotty Scheffler just hit it into the water. That's not great. What else, Thomas, do you have to tell us?
Uh,
About the Masters. About the Masters. Who's first?
Oh. Desham had a good day. Rory had a really good day.
Okay,
Rory
just
was
who is
600 on
first?
it.
Tell us who's
Rose.
first. Okay, thank you.
Minwoo Lee's 1 under.
Really? Is he good?
He won like 2 weeks ago.
Nice. Stop.
All right. Can we?
Wait, what? I guess we have some time to talk about professional aspects of these sports. Not so much about lacrosse, but hockey. Ovechkin, I didn't really go over him breaking the all-time goal record.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
it seemed unstoppable or impossible to break. The great one, Wayne Gretzky, hit 894. Never thought anyone would ever get there.
894, 895.
895 was the record. Just set by Ovechkin.
Yeah. I mean, obviously still he holds all the point records because, he's a pass-first player. But the fact that Ovi broke it in the same amount of games as Gretzky, it's just a testament to how great of a goal scorer he is. He's the greatest goal scorer this game has ever seen. I mean, the most 40-goal seasons by any player ever. And, shame for the Washington fans, including yourself, who didn't get to see him at home break it.
That was upsetting.
But still an amazing moment where he broke it in New York. And then obviously NBA regular season is ending this Sunday. And the playoff race is still on.
Since we're talking about the NBA, I'll go ahead and give you this question. What was more impressive, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record being broken or Gretzky's record being broken?
Gretzky.
I believe so also, just because Gretzky is the GOAT by so many measures.
Yeah, because here's the thing, LeBron's a great player, obviously, but Gretzky is just such a much more dominant figure in NHL history, Kareem had the scoring record and the games played record, but besides Robert Parrish. But yeah, no, Gretzky's thing is big, absolutely.
Gretzky won 8 straight MVPs entering the league. if he never took a shot in his entire career, guess what? He'd still have the most points. Yarmir Yager's second. He's more than 1,000 behind. Absolutely insane. No one has ever touched the Great One.
Absolutely
The
not.
Great
No.
8, he's up there probably. I don't know, I guess, where do you put him all time?
I mean, I wouldn't say to give a ranking, but he's definitely on my Mount Rushmore of hockey players.
I give him.
Where do you put Sidney Crosby though?
Okay, so that's.
Sidney Crosby's not good at hockey.
Okay, Thomas, that's why you're a Caps fan, so I don't want to hear you talk. Ovechkin, unfortunately, is taken down by the fact he only has one chip. I think that he also is brought up, though, because he's been with the Caps his entire career.
Yeah.
Just like how Curry has been with the Warriors his entire career.
And how
although
Lucas should have been with the Mavs his entire career.
yeah, that's a different
Lakers,
story.
with one win, they secured a third seed into the playoffs. It's going to be a very fun playoff run. So you excited for the playoffs for basketball?
It depends on what the seed the Nuggets are.
Yes. Jokic will most likely not win MVP this year, even though he was the most dominant player, was most valuable to his team.
Well, the
But-
MVP is just it's a stupid award. I mean, if you win it too many times, you'll never get it again.
But Shea is going to win the scoring title and be the number one team in the league.
Shay's
So,
not your MVP,
it's tough.
Thomas.
but last time Jokic didn't win MVP, they won the final. So who knows? And now with Booth and Malone out, you'll never know. Second half about to start. And baseball scene's also going. Here we go. Bears up by 4, on pace to win by 8 if we continue the trends, which will be around the same differential we've had. All right. Second half of Landon Cross. Coming up now.
That'll be Hayden Gouge taking the face-off. Commit to Michigan, one of the 2 D1 commits that we have in at face-off guy. Looking to clamp.
Won by
That'll be
Albans.
Albans coming out with that. Albans now on offense, hopefully trying to get a goal here. Sean, don't hum on the mic. You were humming in the mic.
Sorry for the humming.
St. Albans still. Here's Cassidy on defense. Taking him up top. With him all the way. Swims over him.
Let's go, Logan.
Now Cassidy
Oh,
disrupts that. It will be Landon Ball.
all right, great D.
Hustle by Bascott and Charlie Fields. This is a mistimed catch by Albans, leads to a Murray pickup. Now Southworth. Dabrowski coming in, followed by Stewart. Up to McConna. See what they do. He'll try and hit the cutter. McConna fires. This is Hawkins. Going around X on his own. Hits a doubled. Southworth still with the ball.
Help, help.
Needing some help for Caden. And just kind of lost track of the ball. Maybe the goalie got a tip on that.
You know what you play catch with yourself? Oh. Man, bro.
This is some great hustle by Hawkins, though. Goalie's unable to get the ball away. He's going to get forced out on the ground as the ball goes Landon's way. The goal is wide open. Cassidy fires.
There we
and
go.
scores. Logan Cassidy. There's 2 pole goals on the game.
And now have both Cassidys scored today.
Yes, I believe Aiden got a goal.
Great performance by the brothers. Landon now up by 5, 8-3, with 9:37 remaining.
Get in there.
Something funny about that, Jonas, with that great hustle, he kind of just beat down his teammate. I believe they both play for next level at Holt Farver.
Good job, dude.
This is Matt Cohen now. And on his own, gets it to Murray. Murray now, off of the backhanded shot. Nice save there by Farver.
Get that, man.
Floated over, kind of a...
The
Oh,
flag is
that's
up.
Interesting call. I mean,
He was in front of him, boy. He was in front of him.
I don't think he was pushed from behind, but not everything is going to go your way. Riley Luger is going to take probably 30 seconds in the box. Here's Wigman. Allen. St. Albans still cycling, waiting for an open opportunity. And I think when you're a man up, as that's actually killed, here's a shot. Stick flies out of the hands of John Wigman. Given over to Allen. Allen, the sole D1 commit on the St. Albans lacrosse team.
Good defense by Logan.
But
There you go, Logan. Let's go.
good defense as there's
Let's go, Logan.
a double from Smink and Cassidy.
But another
And
flag is thrown.
Come on, fella. Come on.
Refs do want to call everything possible. I mean, they have I guess, a right to do so, but as here's a shot, scores in on Rizzo.
The lead now cut down to 4.
Inching back, goal by goal.
$7:39 remaining in the third quarter. Landon up 4.
Here's Talon Smith on the faceoff. One forward. There's Stephen McGrady on that faceoff. Is this, I believe, was off the post. Should be Charlie Fields' ball.
Let's go, Tufan. Let's go, Tufan.
Landon gets the ball back with 43 seconds left on the penalty.
This is Bascott. Bascott spins, loses it, picked up in on his own. 1v1, he scores. Momentum shift fully for St. Albans right now.
Yeah, back-to-back goals. Now the lead is cut down to 3 with 7 minutes remaining. Some good momentum picking up for the Albans. We'll see how Landon can respond after 2 straight penalties. Sloppy, aggressive play, but the boys can regain their focus. See what happens now.
Here's Talon. Wins that forward.
Let's go too far.
Smith just gives it down to Murray. Now Murray up top. Here's McConna. Open. Stewart fires.
Just too high.
Now here's Cassidy. Southworth back to Stewart. Stewart gonna dodge. Spins on his left hand. Gets de-sticked.
Get it, get it. Get it, get it.
Ball still on the ground. Stewart. Ball back on the ground. Albans showing a lot of heart to stay in this game. Here's Watson Burns. Now in on his left hand, saved by Rizzo.
That could have been a huge momentum shift. 3 straight goals to cut down the lead to 2. Oof. Great save by Rizzo in a very important moment.
Now Steven Rizzo gonna send that over to Matura. JT staying in bounds.
Help, help.
Gonna get down to Murray. Murray gonna give it up to Cassidy. Now they'll just wait. Here's Luger. Cohen.
Coming in.
He's got a chance.
Looking.
Spins back. Now Papilia. Cycling. Nearly. Mishap by Luger. Luger now. Down to Cassidy. Cassidy open. Cohen. Cohen fires.
Oh, so close yet so far.
Here's Cassidy. Taking him for the Bears. Spins. Over to Papilia. Athletic catch there. Hawkins open.
Great save by the Stallbans goalie right there. Wow. Now, Albans on the offensive. He's looking.
Goal.
No goal, though. And now, Landon ball.
Let's go. Keep the ball.
Good defense right there.
Hold that ball.
Or they lack of offense.
Luger gets his man off him.
Let's go. You got help.
On his left hand, flips that.
Southworth.
Southworth with a lot of speed. Fires himself.
Oh, another great save by the St. Albans goalie. But great shot from Southworth.
Holt Farver for sure keeping St. Albans in this game right now. If he's not making the saves that he's making, it's probably maybe double digit deficit. As here's a shot off the bounce.
Oh, wow. St. Albans has now cut it to only a 2-goal lead for Landon with exactly 3 minutes remaining in this third quarter. We cannot let St. Albans tie in this quarter, or this will be a chaotic fourth.
Yeah, I mean, I think Landon has totally let down on all the pressure that they had. Goose coming in on the faceoff. One four by Goose. Schmidt down to Murray. Up top, Stewart. Now Southworth. Gonna dodge here. Southworth. Dodge to the inside, spins, gets his man off of him. Hits an open Cassidy. Cassidy spins, now fires, and a nice save there by Farver. Picked by Jonas. He dives to try and get that fired towards, I guess, the net. That was directly to Derwinski. Now JD gonna give it to Cassidy. Hawkins gonna slow it down, gives it back up to Murray.
Let's go, 2-5.
Chaotic last few minutes of this quarter. Here's Southworth on the dodge. Spins back. Now Cassidy. Had an open shot. He's got a cannon. If that was on net, probably would have put that up. Landed to 9. Here's Southworth. Just about a minute to go. Hits open. More cycling. Murray wide open, fires it. Oh my goodness.
Another amazing save by the St. Albans goalie. He is locked in for this third quarter. Now,
Farver has let nothing.
and 50
go.
seconds remaining.
Get on!
There's a great check.
Great
by
defense right
Cassidy.
there.
And he runs into a brick wall. Was unfazed. It'll stay Albans' ball. Mink on D. Trying to muscle in. Good. Check. Body's flying around. Flag is down. All the way sent down from Murray.
Whoa.
Tried finishing that. And
The third quarter will end with the game 8-6.
that'll do it for the fourth.
This one's becoming a
third.
nail biter. Well,
Coming
Landon's
down,
still in control, but the momentum is definitely on St. Albans' side.
coming down to the last quarter, looking for Landon to keep this lead. And right now, I think the answer for Landon is to get it. I mean, Farver has been unbelievable in this quarter. Best thing you can do is, one, goal snuck past him would probably kill some of his confidence, and then might let in a few more. Really, you just need one shot, one goal, and then momentum's back on your side.
I mean, yeah, that was for St. Albans, that was a pretty good quarter right there. But still, we had a good lead to start. We were up by 1.5. So the fact that they've cut in this much is disappointing for Landon, but still, we had extra padding. So now we have to turn it around when it comes to how we're coming out there for the fourth quarter. It's all about how you start and how you close. And it seems that we can close pretty well, except for that one time.
Fourth quarter, starting with Hayden Gooch on the face-off.
The face-off is won by Gooch.
I feel like we could run stats for these face-offs. I think Landon has won most of them, as here's Cassidy. Although the duo from St. Albans, their guys at the face-off, they're also pretty solid. I believe they have a young pair of Fogos.
Well, our most success for a quarter has been when we're attacking on this half of the field. So maybe it's a good sign that we're ending off here as well.
Here's Papalia. Kicks back to Cohen. Now to Luger. Now to an open Hawkins who misses the net. I know. We beat him on the ground a lot. Here's Cassidy. Again, Hawkins fires. "20 seconds on the shot clock." Here's Papalia. Gets doubled. Open Murray. Tried quick sticking that. I don't know how that didn't go in. Farver is able to make that save. Now Cassidy with a step here. He's got some speed. Gonna fire himself. Just goes wide. Stays. Landon ball with Hawkins. Now Hawkins to start. There's Murray, makes a move twice, and scores. Sean Murray with his fourth goal of the game.
And such an important goal, too, to finally take the momentum away and get a good start to the fourth quarter. Always coming up big when it matters.
That goal there from Murray definitely did wonders for the confidence, as this could also. Talon Smith takes it himself off the bounce, unable to connect. Here's Hawkins. Now Stewart. Bowles and scores. Jump shot there from Devin Stewart. Puts Landon in double digits. And any hope that St. Albans had has been swallowed by Sean Murray and Devin Stewart. Although there's still a lot of time, so not jinxing it, just saying it's back up to 4.
Absolutely stunner start. 10 goals of 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Let's keep this momentum going.
And again, this is a early movement. Talon Smith Gonna give it to Murray. He doesn't want to slow it down. Might have to. Here's Southworth. Caden on his left. Pick from Stewart. Spins. Back over to Stewart, who just had a goal. He's got some strength. Up top, Hawkins moving it one more time. Southworth, open Stewart. Now Stewart still. Fires and scores.
Wow, back-to-back goals by Stewart.
Devin Stewart, one of the commits to Penn, has now put Landon up by 5.
Wow. And I mean all of St. Albans' momentum completely reversed back onto them. The differential's not the same as it was when the comeback, or the attempt to comeback had started.
This time you don't got so much time.
Nine minutes remaining.
This is one forward by Goosh. Landon looking the best they've ever been this entire game. Cohen mishandles in on his own. Matt Cohen almost. That really would have been the deal breaker. Here's Hawkins behind his own net. He's got some speed, hits a cutting. Murray, oh my goodness, what a save. Read it like a book. Fired towards the net. Goalie goal, no. Jacob Derwinski. Gives it to Rizzo. Rizzo back to Derwinski. Just got to send it over for Murray, and it's just a little too high. 8:09 to go in this fourth quarter. Now St. Albans to clear. Good hustle by the Landon clearing defense. Again, sent towards the net. That'll be wide. Should be Jacob Derwinski. It will be. Coming back, land ball. Derwinski off the bounce. Unable to connect with Luger. Now DeSanto kicks it forward. Over to Farver. Cassidy over the head check, unable to connect. That's a nice catch there and a fire. Oh my, wow.
Great goal, and I believe that is their D1 commit. Am I correct? Say that number 24 for St. Albans?
Is correct. What a goal there by Andrew Allen.
Showing it right there. Now 7-11 with 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
What'd you predict? Like 14. All right, you might be right on this one.
Yeah, I was like 13 or 14. No, it was 13-7 originally.
There's one forward by Goose, unable to fully secure that. But he's sent back over. Should be an over and back. Guess not.
Over and back.
Cassidy sent him to the ground. I don't know about that one. I guess sometimes being too strong will give you a penalty.
Yeah, last game I said we win by 8. Score was 13-5, so I was happy. That was interesting. Did it just fall? Did it just fall or did it get put down?
It didn't really it get pushed, but it almost seemed like a weight and then a fall. It didn't look like, you know.
And on the timeout, you got 7 minutes to go.
Yes, it was a push.
Score 11-7. Landon was able to go on a little bit of a run to get back up to where they were until that goal from Andrew Allen just recently just put it back into 4. I'd say Landon is still in the driver's seat. They don't got to worry about it so much. St. Albans, though, on offense. Gonna fire himself off the
Good
post.
save right there. by Rizzo.
Tried getting it back himself. This is given to Rizzo. Now Rizzo to clear with Swifty. Robert Swift. He's called Swifty for a reason. He's pretty fast, so he was able to get across with ease. Across the Dev. Here's McConnell over to Cassidy, who fires, and a good save there by Holt-Farver.
And now in the final half of the final quarter, 6 minutes remaining.
Got to clear here with Allen. Smink. Albans trying to get some open room. Around X. Up top. Banks. Fires. $15 on the shot clock. Hits an open man and a nice save. Steven Rizzo.
My goodness. He has had some just spectacular. I mean, both goalies just had some spectacular saves today. Wow.
Pedraza on the clear, gives it to Stewart, who gets blown
my
up.
goodness, what a hit.
Stewart was unaware of who he was about to run into. All players in the middle trying to get that loose ball. Albans able to come out with this with just about 4 minutes to go. Now Smink. Over to Chuck. Fields. Hits Luger. Luger hit an open Papelia. Papelia's got a step. Gonna give it down to the corner. Cassidy gonna switch to Papelia. 3:15 to go in this final quarter. Down back to Luger. Rally to Cohen. Now Papelia. Here's Mack on his left hand. Went right to Cassidy. Cassidy, good swim dodge there. Did a little bit of a whiffed pass. Picked up by Luger. Now Cassidy. Gonna fire. That nearly hit the ref.
Was that a pass attempt or a shot
I
attempt?
think that was a shot attempt.
Okay.
Because it will stay landing ball. Up top,
Oh, no.
Hawkins unable to get it. Shot clock not running, but here's St. Albans. Burns now. Rowan Banks unable to handle that pass. The stick of
2 minutes remaining.
here's Banks. Burns fires. Cassidy there on tight defense. On Allen. And I believe that's Fields got his stick in there to disrupt that shot. It'll be a moving pick called. Coming back for Landon. They can just run the clock out if they really need to.
Yeah, exactly same amount of time. 80 seconds on the game clock, 80 seconds on the play clock.
I guess they clear it first and then they can do whatever. Hoping to clear with Cassidy. Looking at the goal. Nearly wanted to fire that himself. That's just sent all the way down. Flag down.
But flag has
And
been thrown.
Even if they give a turnover here, game's most likely over because the flag will just give the ball back to the Bears. Time winding down, 45 seconds. Murray still running with it. And what a game from Murray. I mean, hitting the 100 mark on the same day as senior day, and he also put in another 3 goals along with that super hat trick.
30 seconds remaining.
Cassidy just gonna wait. He's gonna dodge here.
10,
Gets
9,
shot to the
8.
ground.
7, 6. The clock is stopped.
Flag will be accounted for now. Crouch check called
On Murray.
on St. Albans is number 9.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it.
That'll do it. Landon coming out of this 11-7, received a little bit of a scare at the end of the third, but regardless, better team will come out And a little bit of a statement there from the Bears. IAC play starting 2-0. They've got Bullis, they've got Episcopal, they've got Prep to go. And then IAC playoffs. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for next week. Starting off on Monday, I believe at 5 p.m. Gonzaga. That'll be fun.
Great game by the Bears. I have to go. Thank you all so much for watching. See ya.
Not sure who we play immediately after that. I believe it might be I believe that's Bullis that Friday. That's an away game. Unfortunately, we don't get them here this year. But that'll do it for this senior day here at Landon on a Friday afternoon. Thank you for watching the Landon Bears Broadcasting Network. Stay tuned for Monday. I'm Sutton Smith, signing out.